Torres. I'd like to talk about that. The letter was written by Mr. Doel Torres. That was, everybody, everybody has a copy of that thing. I happened to be sitting in Dan's office when that came in. And I think there's a concerted effort by a group of people to harass management on this field. And when that letter came in, I reviewed the film of that. And there's nothing but falsehoods in here. And it was just nothing but harassment because the truck was nowhere near Mr. Torres's plane. We looked at the film. Mr. Torres also says that he came back across him and it was a dangerous situation when he was parking. Mr. Torres's plane had basically the prop was shutting down because you could see the motion on the prop when the vehicle went back in front of him again, and he was on the other side adjacent to the taxiway. So we reviewed the film, and like I said, it's just an effort on a certain group of people, and you were in that plane, Steve, so you're part of that group.
Absolutely.
You're part of that group to harass management on this field. And with this harassment, there's a chance it's leading of defamation of character. With some of the stuff that's being written and posted.
So the vehicle in question called out that he was on the taxiway?
He doesn't have to call out he's on the taxiway.
Does he have to call out when he goes onto the runway?
He has to call out when he goes on the runway.
Did he?
I didn't hear whether he called out or not, but we watched the film, and he was nowhere close. He was adjacent to planes that were parked, and Mr. Torres's plane came down the taxiway. He was nowhere close in either incident, and the plane was completely stopped when he went back the other way.
So what do you consider close?
Hangar owner. Could I have your address, please?
22 Fremont Street, Taunton, Mass. I'd like to talk about this incident with the airplane and the truck, because I happened to be coming onto the airport and witnessed this. And I'm going to tell you what I saw with my eyes. and I'd like you to listen. I was at the other end, going to my hangar, coming out next to Ron Nation's two hangars, the red one and the green one. There was a 150 or a 152 airplane landing. I stopped to watch it. As the airplane came and started to touch down, I saw Ted get in that truck, put the lights on, and go flying down, which I assume something happened to that airplane. This is what I'm thinking. He was the one on the taxiway who went down, and I'm a ways away, there's no doubt about that. Can't tell you how close he came to the airplane, but he went and confronted the airplane, went by it, went out onto the runway, did a 360, and came back by that airplane again, which did not turn down the taxiway. It was going in towards American Aero, by the way. I don't know who's looking at this film. My question is, what was that man doing? And why did he go down there at that rate of speed with all the lights on towards an airplane that was coming off the runway, go out onto the runway and come back? I watched this. I had no idea about whose plane it was or if Steve was in it. None. And then until I hear this, I saw it with my own eyes. I do not lie. And I want to know why that man did that. And you're telling me that you watched it and that didn't happen. Fred, you said that.
He didn't go down to American Aero. He parked at his parking place.
Excuse me?
He did not go down to American Aero. He went to his parking.
Parked in front of it.
Excuse me?
He parked in front of it. That's where he parks. He did not come down the taxiway towards me.
Yes,
he went. I don't care. Tell me why he went down there.
No, you just said he did something, and he didn't.
He didn't. He was not taxiing down the taxiway.
He was.
For what? 50 feet?
No, he parked, and he spun around, came into his parking area.
Okay. Why did he get down there? Have you talked to him? Why isn't he here? He was right there.
He patrols the airport all the time.
Don't give me this baloney. He went down and intercepted that airplane and probably put the fear of God in the airplane. In the guy flying the plane. Hey, don't do that, Freddie, huh? I saw it. It's no need of him going down there. You don't want to hear it, do you? Well, I saw it, and I know what I saw. And as far as I'm concerned, you're full of baloney about watching the film and nothing happened there. Ted had no business doing that and no business going out on that runway. Out on the runway with all this lights flashing, never, what I understand, never said a word on a vehicle out on a runway, which he had no reason to go out there in the first place, and then come at a high rate of speed again back to his little shack and go in there and hide like he does every day. That's all I got to say. I saw it. You didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I had to do a go-around yesterday because of the truck on the runway. There was no call that he was going on the runway, and I have it documented, and I sent a letter to Dan today about it. So, it is an issue, and the truck shouldn't be anywhere on the runway or the taxiway, because pilots don't know what the driver of the truck is going to do. Whether he's close to him or not, you don't know what he's going to do, and you don't know if he's aware of you moving on the runway. That's all I got.
I'll give it some thought.
Okay, I'll make it as a motion, and that by the next meeting that we put that together.
Second.
Second.
Discussion? Gary? Next meeting, we'll come up with
I'll take all the vote on it, but
All in favor?
All
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No. No.
This is just a, give me a rundown what this is for.
Basically, put together a safe, basically make sure, well, actually back up. We attempted to put together a safety committee to look at safety issues on the airport and make recommendations back to the commission as a whole. What
This motion was for saying that
to actually make it happen, but not to just to look at this, but to look at any items that may be safety related. Look at it, review it, make recommendations back to the commission so that we can avoid controversies such as this in the future.
dope virus.
Right. And it's just a matter of finding 3 commissioners who would be willing to do that. I'll volunteer. I'm going to suggest Dick does. I'm going to push it for you. I think it'd be fantastic.
I'll take it under advisement.
And someone else, maybe. I don't know.
We meet every day at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Soon we'll have meetings, day, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah. I think there's already things in place to do this already. But we'll give it some time. I'll give it some time.
so, like I said, I just want to avoid the controversy. That's all. 'Cause I don't think it's healthy sitting here arguing with each other.
I agree.
So